following program does not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, or policies of the City of Oceanside, its elected officials, KOCT, its board of directors, or staff.
Hi, welcome to Oceanside Spectrum. I'm your host, Elaine Swan. Well, spring is in the air, and we have a great lineup of guests to take us through our show today. The California Surf Museum is here to talk about the opening day of their newest exhibit happening on Memorial Day. MainStreet Oceanside is here to update us on all the exciting events they have coming up this spring and summer. The YMCA of San Diego will be stopping by to speak about the programs they offer right here in North San Diego. Also here is the Mottino family Y to talk about the youth summer camps that they offer. And last but certainly not least, we have the Boys and Girls Club of Oceanside with San Diego County's 2017 Youth of the Year Award winner. So take a moment from your spring cleaning and get all cozy with your family and friends because Oceanside Spectrum starts now. Hi, welcome to the show. Well, we are here with our very first guest of the evening, Jared Henderson and Jim Kempton, both from the California Surf Museum. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here. I'm so excited about the California Surf Museum because we were just chatting earlier. My husband's a surfer, and so some people don't know about this incredible secret that we have here in the city of Oceanside. There's so much rich history, so I'm glad you're here to share.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Pleasure.
So first of all, let's just let folks know about the actual California Surf Museum because it literally is just an incredible place that talks about the history of surfing. So tell us a little bit about it.
Let Jim explain that. He's the president. So.
Okay.
We are in our 37th year.
Wow.
We have been open 7 days a week, 360 days a year for 25, 30 years now,
Wow.
like that. And the city of Oceanside was kind enough to give us the building we're in now,
Wow.
which we were able to sort of make to a true museum level building. And so we've been there now 11 years at that particular location, which is downtown Oceanside. And we are the second largest tourist attraction in Oceanside next to the Mission.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
well, you're holding on to a good spot there.
You feel lucky.
Well, that's really, really great. And so right now you have a really, really great exhibit coming up right now. And so tell us a little bit about this exhibit.
So the exhibit's on surfing, the Vietnam War, and the healing power of wave riding. Mm-hmm. It focuses on the surfers that were in Vietnam in country and how they used surfing to help them get through difficult times. And
wow. And so what can we expect in terms of taking a look at the exhibit itself? What will we see?
So, well, it's called China Beach as a beginning because everyone knows China Beach.
Yeah, yeah.
And China Beach was one of about 4 or 5 different R&R stations that were there, and they put them all on the beach because that was away from the jungle, away from the war. And so California had a lot more volunteers and servicemen in Vietnam because surfers were so fit, and so they ended up having a disproportionate number of people that were surfers from California in particular. So they got to these R&R stations and said, "Where are the surfboards?" And after a very short time, they started finding one way or another to get the boards from the Australians or to get them from surf shops here or smuggle their own in. And pretty soon there was this sort of culture of surfing in Vietnam amongst in the rest and recuperation centers.
Oh my goodness! And so are these some of the boards that we're going to see? That yes?
Yeah, we're gonna we kind of explain like in the exhibit a timeline from when some of the guys maybe went in country, and then when they came back, the boards have changed incredibly a lot, from like 10-foot boards down to 5.5-foot surfboards. And we're going to be rebuilding the China Beach Surf Club inside of the exhibit. It's,
oh my goodness!
Like the facade of it, the lifeguard and the surf club. It's going to be pretty amazing.
Oh my goodness, that is so great. And how fitting, because we're right here at Camp Pendleton, or right near Camp Pendleton, and I'm sure there's some folks who probably either know someone that knows someone or heard the story or what have you. So
we're super stoked. It's all about the veterans and we're just excited to be in that area and doing this exhibit.
And it's so true. Surfing really, really, absolutely can be so healing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And especially for these guys, because it was one of the few things they could hang on to that was like back home. You know, everything else was so foreign. But at the beach, on a surfboard, you kind of felt like you were back at Malibu or back in New Jersey or wherever that, wherever it was, that you could, like, sort of. A lot of guys said it saved their lives.
Wow.
You know, that it kept them sane.
That's
during
incredible. So when does the
period.
exhibit start?
So the exhibit will be starting on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
We thought that was the perfect time to sort of kick it off and open it for the veterans and for everyone who will be kind of thinking about it and more aware of the sacrifice that all those people made, which often wasn't as appreciated as other wars that we fought because of all the controversy with that war.
And how long will it last?
It's kind of up in the air a little bit. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of up in the air, but we think it will probably go until till next February.
Oh, that's good. Very good. Well, that's awesome. Very good. And so people are interested in stopping by. I'm sure they can visit the website and get details and information on how to come by and see the exhibit.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Well, thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming by, and thank you for bringing memories and healing.
Well, it's our pleasure. And we hope
here.
everyone can come and enjoy it. So thank you for getting the word out.
It's our pleasure. Please come back again and share. All right.
We will. We promise.
Very good. We'll be right back.
All right.
Welcome back. I'm here with one of our most favorite guests, and you know what this means when you see this. Kathy Nichol from MainStreet Oceanside is back again. Thank you, Kathy, for being here. So glad to have you here. You have brought the spirit of 4th of July with you. Oh my goodness, all the way down to the shoes.
I did.
From your ears to your toes,
right.
you are all set. Well, welcome back. I'm glad to have you on the show again. And you brought lots of cheer with you today.
I did.
I appreciate it. And this means that we're getting geared up. The city of Oceanside is getting it all right. So what have we got going on this year for our Independence Day celebration?
So a whole week of fun. So it starts out with Star Spangled Sunset Market. Everybody brings a whole bunch of red, white, and blue, started off. And of course, that's every Thursday, 5 to 9.
Okay.
And then Friday is Oceanside Art Walk on the 30th. And then always a Saturday prior to the 4th of July, my favorite, everybody wears red, white, and blue, Oceanside Independence Parade.
Oh my goodness, so fun.
I know, and it's been going on since the city became incorporated, like late 1800s. So got to continue the tradition.
Absolutely.
And I brought all these nice ideas, hats, decorations, things that you can have at your home, wear, etc. Of course, I usually wear a ton of stuff. But this year, our theme is Star Spangled Salute.
Oh, good.
And our Grand Marshal is Chuck Atkinson from the Veterans Association of North County.
Wonderful.
He served in 3 different military services, Coast Guard, Air Force, and Marines.
Wow.
And a lot more of items. So the community wants to honor him. And of course, we have more than 15 floats. We always want participants. We have at least 4 marching bands, we have scouts, we have churches, we have twirlers, we have car clubs.
Yes.
And
lots of other nonprofit organizations as well. Yeah, so everyone really represents.
And where are they going to watch it if they can't be there?
They're going to watch it
right
live
here.
That's
right. So, but we have a lot of community partners this year. Again, O-Park, Friends of Oceanside Parks and Rec, has donated all our flags. We get water from Mosin. We get our shirts done by H&M for our volunteers, which, by the way, we need 100 volunteers.
Okay.
But everything's on our website, oceansideparade.com. It starts at 10 a.m. Again, always a Saturday prior to the 4th of July, so that'll be the 1st of July. 2-hour red, white, and blue, usually over 120 participating groups. It is wonderful. So bring your lawn chair, wear your stuff. They hand out flags along the parade route. It's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, very good. And what else have we got going on?
So the 3rd of July is our city anniversary, and they do the fireworks on that night. In the very middle of the city at El Corazon. And that kicks off a few activities shortly between 6 and 7. They start some activities there, food, etc. People get set up. And then right at 9, fireworks. And like I said, if you're high enough in the city, you can see it anywhere in the city. So that is
so glad we moved it there. It is incredible.
I did forget one thing. Vance is doing an activity after the parade at their actual building on Mission Avenue right after the parade. They're going to
Okay.
have music and everything, and I have some flyers.
Wonderful.
I talked about the fireworks.
Yes.
And then on the 4th of July, we always do It's a Beach Day in Oceanside,
Yeah,
all
best
day,
beach.
wear your red, white, and blue. And then that night at the harbor, they do a Yankee Doodle Dinghy Parade.
Oh.
I'm sorry, it's at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I thought it was in the evening, but it's
Okay.
actually at 1. And then on the 5th, the community comes back and helps us clean up the
Gotta
beach
clean it
we
up.
had a blast the whole week.
Yes, yes, and it's good that the community gets together and cleans up.
Yes.
So you need volunteers.
I do.
How do people get in touch with you to volunteer?
Well, all the information again is on oceansideparade.com.
Okay.
They can contact us at our office or MainStreetOceanside.com, or just email me, sunsetmarket@pacbell.net. I'm right there. I can't wait. Please talk
Perfect.
to anybody in the office. I have great parade. I mean, talk about red,
Yeah.
white, and blue,
Yeah.
spangle, spangle.
Yeah, Spangle, Spangle. Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for coming and sharing. This is always such a great time of year.
I know.
It really brings our entire community together.
Favorite
so thanks
colors,
so much
man,
for your
red,
work.
white, and
Hey, there we go.
blue.
And I wore my blue today, too, so
That's
I got the memo.
right.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back, okay? Hi, welcome back. Well, from the YMCA that services our community and several surrounding communities, we have Krista Estevel and also Marianne Graham. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you. Thanks
So
for having
glad to
us.
have you here. Well, there are some really interesting programs that I did not know about that you all offer to not only our residents here, but also the surrounding communities. So you came here to talk about it a little bit. So first of all, let's just kind of lay the foundation and kind of let people know what the YMCA is and how we really do, how you all really do service the community. See, I'm already saying how we service the community, right? How you all service the community. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. The YMCA of San Diego County is a large organization, large nonprofit organization. And I think a lot of people know us as a gym and swim.
Yeah.
So maybe you send your daughter there to take swim lessons, but really the Y here in San Diego is so much more than that. And our branch, Youth and Family Services, is the social services department of the YMCA of San Diego.
Ah.
We serve over 20,000 youth and families every year.
Wow.
Through a variety of different programs, a very diverse array of programming that we have, from subsidized childcare to helping families that have children with special needs. We also help grandparents who are raising their grandchildren. We have transitional housing programs.
Really?
For foster and former foster youth.
Yeah.
And our street outreach and Tay Academy programs are really what we're here to talk about today. And Marianne is the coordinator.
Yeah, you're the coordinator for the Tay Academy.
Yeah.
So what does Tay stand for, first of all?
So TAY stands for Transitional Age Youth, which is kind of a blanket term for youth around the ages of 14 to 25.
Okay, okay. And so what about the Academy? What's all that
about? So really what I do, I coordinate two programs that work in tandem. So the first would be the Street Outreach Group, which really is what it sounds like. I hit the streets of North County and try to encounter youth that are homeless or street youth or may need some help. And I give them their basic, we'll try to meet their basic needs there, and then invite them to Tay Academy, which is a safe place where we can connect them with more, more specific needs and resources as well.
What are some of those specific needs that you tend to find that they need?
Oh, great question. So basic needs such as hygiene kits or food, it could be clothing. We could hook them up with employment through some of our other programming with Youth and Family Services as well. Housing, we're still working on. It's a very difficult market right now for housing, but hopefully with some new funding we're trying to hook up with, we'll be able to solve that.
Oh, that's good. That's great. And so how do you even reach youth that are in need in this way? How do you even connect with them?
That's such a good question. So really it's kind of a trained eye, but when I hit the streets, I go with at least a couple of other volunteers that are looking out for the same thing I'm looking for. And the youth can blend in very, very well. But usually there are a couple qualities that kind of help them stick out a little more for me. And if people want to come out and volunteer, they can learn exactly how I find them as well.
Ah, that's it. Which is probably one of the things you all need is volunteers, yes?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. And I think our contact information would be available, and Marianne would be the person to do that. Our street outreach services are done in collaboration with other community partners across the county. And Marianne goes out and has volunteers with her every single time she goes out on the streets.
Wow.
So really our ability to do this work is heavily reliant on those who are willing to volunteer their time.
And then there's a few different areas that you try to focus on in terms of helping families. Is that correct?
The YMCA, absolutely. Yes, we're for social responsibility, youth development, and healthy living.
Very good. And with the healthy living, that's just what it is, right?
Right. Everything that goes into that. We're talking about wellness, from physical wellness, but also mental health and social emotional health. So a lot of the work that we do is around emotional well-being and relational well-being. It's very, very important to us.
It's so important to our society and our community too.
Absolutely.
So, wow.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming and sharing.
Thank you again for having us.
Yes, and we make sure we have your information. And so please, if you are interested in volunteering or if you know someone who is in need, make sure you get in contact with our YMCA. We're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. Well, our next guests are both from the Mottino family YMCA right here in the city of Oceanside. We have Stephanie Yu and Tim Stong. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you all here. It's that time of year where parents send their little chickadees, they send them to do stuff during the summer. And why not send them to the YMCA?
Absolutely.
But before we talk about everything for this summer, Stephanie, why don't you just share with us just kind of a little bit about the YMCA and how you all actually, offer various services throughout the actual entire year to families.
Absolutely. We do offer camps year-round, but our largest portion is in the summertime when the kids are out of school for an extended period of time. The overall mission of the YMCA is we're dedicated to improving the quality of human life of all people.
Yes.
And really helping them realize their fullest potential. And we do that through developing the spirit, the mind, and the body.
Oh. Very good.
And a lot of that takes place in the camps.
It does. And so you have classes that are structured to kind of hit all of those points.
You know what? I think all the camps that we run really can touch on that throughout the day.
Wow.
There's physical activity. We're utilizing their minds, even though they're out of school. It's important for them to stay active.
It is, to kind of keep it going.
Absolutely.
Keep working on that muscle too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the brain muscle. So Tim, tell me about some of the camps that we have coming up this year.
Right, what you guys were just kind of getting into is there's the education that kids get at school, and they may have an after-school program, but camp is so different. It's so much more. Whether a child wants to go swimming all summer, go to the beach, or go to our pool and do splash camp and do swim lessons, or go play paintball or go to the zoo, there really is something for everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and I think what makes, kind of back to what you were saying, what makes Y Camp so good or so great is all the campers come together, all the awesome role models come together, and we form a community. And we all become like a little family.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm getting really, really excited.
Yeah, and it's so great. And what are the age groups? What are the ages for students for the camp?
From 5 years old to 16 years old.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So even for teens too. Yeah, because they really need something during the summer as well.
Absolutely. There's one program that we highlight for teens. It's called our Leader in Training program. So it's a great program for teens that are feeling like they're not quite part of day camp anymore, but they want those leadership opportunities.
Right.
Looks really great on resumes. And when teens go through this program, we then try to hire them for camp when they're eligible for hire.
Oh, that's so great. Now, what are the days of the camp this year? How long will the summer camp last?
So our YMCA, we run camp whenever Oceanside Unified School District or Vista Unified School District is on break.
Okay.
So we start the second week of June and we go through August. Yeah.
Wow.
So when school gets out, we'll have kids at camp and up until school starting again.
And so how do families get their children involved with, how do they register them? What do they need to do?
So you can go to our website. Okay. Everything is listed there. You can call the branch. You can call and ask for the camp director. What I always recommend, especially if you've never been to the YMCA, is just to come on in. talk to one of our wonderful front desk staff. They can give you a camp brochure. They can even give you a tour. You can see the facility where your kid's going to be spending the time. So, yeah, come on.
That's good.
One of the highlights I'd like to mention too, as far as coming in and looking at all that our membership has to offer, is you do receive about a 25% discount if you're a member of the Y versus a non-member. So if you're going to do a variety of camps, it's really to your benefit to
become a member.
To look at becoming a member, where the whole family can join and you can experience the Y year-round and not just during summertime.
Oh, that's so great. What a great, yeah, that is so good. Yeah, perfect. And you all are hitting so much for each of the families. Well, thank you so much for coming and sharing. And I'm so glad, Tim, you're really excited about this.
I love talking about camp. I wish we could do this for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but I appreciate it. And so the parents will really, with you being the camp director, the parents will really appreciate your enthusiasm and your dedication for the young people. They will. It's there. We appreciate you. Okay, we'll be right back. Well, I am here now with some very special people and one very, very special individual. We have Jody Diamond from the Oceanside Boys and Girls Club, and also Julie Hernandez, who is the winner of Youth of the Year. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Glad to have you here. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Glad to have you here again, and you brought along a little fabulous youth here, and I can't wait to talk to you and find out all about how all of this has impacted your life and what you plan to do. But anyway, before we do that, how about, Jody, you tell us a little bit about the Oceanside Boys and Girls Club, and then you also have some interesting stuff going on as well.
Yeah, fabulous. So we are 65 years young, Boys and Girls Club of Oceanside, and we've just grown exponentially in these last decade, from one clubhouse serving 250 youth to now serving over almost 1,300 youth across 7 sites in Oceanside. Yeah, so we've just had this great growth, immense impact, and we also have a really unique program called Roads, Real Options for Adults with Disabilities, because our building sits empty from 9 to 2 because kids are in school.
Yes.
So we partnered originally with Miracosta College and now with San Diego Regional Center, and we offer adults with developmental disabilities a fabulous program as well.
That is incredible. Yeah. Well, tell me about the Youth of the Year program and how, you know, the person gets selected and that sort of thing.
So the Youth of the Year is one of our trademark from Boys and Girls Club of America. It's a great program that really honors youth who are excelling both in character, academics, and also in their community. And each year, many youth vie for the title of Youth of the Year. Julie has won 2 years at our Oceanside site, and each time they are awarded the title, they then go on to the next level, which was San Diego County. And so they, Julie was up against 9 other Youth of the Years from other Boys and Girls Clubs, and second year in a row, she took the title of San Diego County Youth of the Year.
Oh my goodness.
And now gets to go on to Sacramento and represent an amazing community.
That is so amazing. How do you feel? Well, obviously you feel really great because you're smiling really hard. What an honor.
I'm elated to go back. I'm so excited.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm leaving on Monday. I'm really excited. I already have my things packed. My suitcase is by my door. I'm ready to go.
So what does this mean to you? What does this mean to you to be selected as Youth of the Year?
It makes me feel like a superhero, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like I'm a really positive influence on the kids at our Boys and Girls Club and at the middle school. And it's my goal to be the role model that I wish I had when I was younger. So I feel like this is helping me play that role and achieve that goal for myself. So I'm really excited.
Very good. And so what do you do once you are awarded it? Is there extra work you have to kind of do, or not really work because it's fun for you, but what do you have to do to serve in that capacity?
I give speeches at different galas that we hold.
Really?
And then I volunteer my hours at the Boys and Girls Club at different events, and then yeah, I'm basically like a junior staff, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, so this is really leadership building as well, quite a bit. I mean, for you to have to go and speak at a gala, then that means you're in front of grown-ups talking. Yes. And not many grown-ups can do that very well.
She's amazing. I mean, she's an extraordinary young woman who graduated high school a year early with a 4.6 GPA, now attending Miracosta College, and with the hopes of going on to University of Berkeley or Stanford or
Wow.
Many others.
So what does this mean to you, just having the opportunity to carry this title? What does it mean to you?
It's something that I've always kind of wanted to do ever since I started going to the Boys and Girls Club. I saw all of my older mentors and friends vying for the Youth of the Year title. So when it was something that I was finally able to do, it helped me grow as a person to learn to speak publicly in front of other people, because I still have some social anxiety.
Sure.
But before then it was really bad. Like I had the worst stage fright. But now that I've gotten into this role, I feel like it's something that I can manage now. So it's helped me become a better person too. So I owe a lot to being Youth of the Year.
Excellent, very good. Well, you are grooming some leaders right here in Oceanside. Very good. Thank you so much.
Very blessed. Thanks for having us.
We are. Well, make sure you come back again, and make sure you come back too after, because you're going to go to Sacramento and win it. So we know that for sure. Well, thank you again for what you're doing, and we appreciate you, and all the best to you too. I can't wait to hear the rest of your story as time goes on. Well, that's it for our show today. Thank you so much for watching Oceanside Spectrum right here on KOCT. I am your host, Elaine Swan, and we'll see you next time.